Good day for some sports.
Yeah, man, I got my car right
always.
here. Everything's in this baby.
What do we got? Nice.
Everything.
I'll grab the glove.
Have you ever seen the other sports show before?
I've never heard of it.
Come on, you've heard of the other sports show.
No.
No, I haven't.
No, not yet.
You ever heard of the other sports show? Welcome to another edition of The Other Sports Show. I'm Domenic Scarano.
I'm Paul Raphel. Before we get started, let's remind you that you can always hit us up at oss@arlingtonmedia.org, our email address. You send us story ideas, feedback, anything you want.
We want to hear from you guys. We also have a wonderful show sponsor, Flobo Fit and Rocky Kavanaugh. I'm sure you're all well aware. But we've now partnered with a new organization, Fit Arlington.
Yes, Fit Arlington is led by Arlington County Board Member J. Walter Tejada and School Board Member Ed Fenley. It's a perfect fit for OSS because Fit Arlington was created to promote health and fitness as a way of life in Arlington County. And we feel OSS that we're covering all of these events that these people are out and about doing.
Every day.
So what's on tap today?
Today, Paul, we've got intramurals. And I think you're winning right
The
now.
competition is heating up. It's getting
You're winning right now,
close.
but we're not just doing intramurals because that's not what we're about on the show. We're also interviewing Tony Bentley, who's the head coach of Wakefield Warriors. Okay, that's a big interview.
And we also have a very inspiring story about blind dragon boat racing.
Oh, that's also another sport. That's what we're about here, other sports. But we have another other sport up first. What is that?
It's a little rock climbing at Sportrock.
Oh, that stuff's cool, man. I'm not a very good rock climber.
I'm not
We
either.
should go.
And our own Ned Dickert's got the story. Check it out.
Hi, this is Ned reporting for the Other Sports Show. Tonight we're at Sportrock Climbing Gym in Alexandria, Virginia. We're here to learn about rock climbing and the people who do it.
I got into it through a cousin of mine. He took me to a climbing wall in Beijing, actually. Yeah, outdoor climbing wall. And he was like, oh, you pretty much have the perfect body type for this, so why don't you try it out? So I've fell in love ever since.
People come in here for the first time, and I always talk to people and go, wow, I could never do that. You know, you'd be surprised.
This is her first time. She's only been climbing for about half an hour.
Especially first timers, they don't trust their gear at all, so they'll be really afraid to fall. They'll really stay close to the wall and just lock off and start shaking and not want to fall.
You're looking down I don't want to go down, I'm too scared.
You definitely need shoes. Sneakers would not work, especially basketball sneakers or anything chunky shoes like that. A harness if you want to do any roped climbing, and really just a good attitude.
All right, Cassandra, with your right foot, step up now. Extend that leg. No, put your foot where it was before. Stand up on it. That's it.
If you don't want to get a harness, then you can just climb on the low walls and stuff.
With top roping, you're climbing such a greater distance. You have some hard moves, some easy moves, whereas with bouldering, you have a couple difficult moves and it's done.
515 is the most difficult climb, and there's 515A and B, which originally it was 5-1 through 5-10. And among that, 1 is, any beginner could look at this and be like, well, I know where to put my hands. 2 is, I know where to put my hands, but it's a little bit more difficult going up to 7s and 8s or something along the lines of well, I know where to put my hands and my feet for the most part, but right there it doesn't seem like there's a hold where there should be. And then about 512 it becomes, I don't even know where you should put my feet for any of this. And 513 it's, how does someone climb this? But occasionally you see someone do it and you still don't know how, watching them. 516 it's impossible, but yet people have done it.
I think with climbing you get something a lot more social than you do with weightlifting, especially with bouldering. about like 70% of the time is just sitting around and talking.
The people are chill but also ready to help you at any time. I like that the other people who climb here, like Matt was saying about outdoor climbing, a community starting to build, whether it's you seeing little kids and you're cheering them on, or some other pair of climbers cheers you on.
Best training for climbing is to climb. The more often you come, the better you get. It's all about technique, determination, and people come back in here, again, like I did, realizing that they can do this because they want to do it, not because someone else does it or it's something you read about in the newspapers. You can do it, and I think that's the coolest story that we have on an ongoing basis.